You know, he didn't take no for an answer. And that's really what it is about. It's not about going, here's the plan forward and we have a great vision. It's about going, a woman should have the right to fucking choose in a country that says we're the land of the free. That's like a no-brainer, you know? It's like the dude who said anti-fascists are the fascists. It's like we are just buying into stupidity and we've become normalized to it. And I'm telling you to refuse the normalization of this moronic empire. And what we do is we go, if you're going to say this is the land of the free, then clearly women's bodies are their own to do what they wish. Right? Healthcare is a human right. But because corporations are pulling the strings on the puppets that they have bought and paid for as our politicians and the media that they own, we are constantly being normalized to think this is okay, this is natural, this is all right, don't worry, don't worry. It's just like him putting the private police on our streets to kidnap people is to desensitize you to that violence being common everyday occurrences, because soon it will be turned on you. But what I'm saying is, let's think out of the box. Let's look at other countries and how they implemented the way to guarantee human healthcare as a human right. Let's look at what other countries have done, just like the people who started this country. They looked to other places. Let's get creative. I don't have all the ideas, but here's the thing. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. I go live every single weekday and sometimes on the weekends. And we keep coming up with ideas. We keep spreading the word. We keep pushing for it. Because here's the thing. Armada is the Spanish word for fleet. Well, I thank you. And El Nino is the Spanish word for the Nino. Appreciate you, James, for that. But the thing is right now, you can see it in the comments. There are probably a lot of bots. But the media is paid for by who? The billionaires. The 1% buy up all the assets. They have money for days. I mean, think about it. When we're like, we tax millionaires here in Massachusetts and society got better. But when America talks about taxing billionaires, they freak out. And I always say, well, if they can't live off of $999 million, if they can't be taxed and they're billionaires, maybe they're living outside of their means. And you'll never hear that on mainstream media. You'll hear, oh, they'll leave. Who gives a shit? Let them leave. They're driving the home prices up. They're buying everything. We have corporate landlords. Let them fucking leave. We can do it without them. You know, for all these people like job creators, they create shitty jobs. Jeff Bezos, one of the richest men in the world, makes his employees pee in bottles. Not a good job. Hate to break it to you. Do you know anyone that works for Amazon? Not the happiest crew. So what I'm trying to say is, find what you're good at. If you're good at solving problems, Jamie, if you're good at knowing history, Jamie, that's a key. And figure out, there's little ways. I shared 2 videos down below. One is the Majority Report, where they interviewed David Sirota, who I absolutely love his writings and the stuff he's done. He was a Bernie Sanders speechwriter. And I shared a video by Tad Stormer, who is a university professor, but also a historian of resistance history. And he gives important lessons in these little 8, 10, 15-minute videos. I shared those 2 videos because, like Tupac once said, I'm not saying I'm going to be the change in the world, but I might spark the mind that does. And just like Tupac believed that it was his duty as a poet, actor, as a rapper, as a celebrity to inspire and help spark creativity in the world, like he was a muse for others as well as an artist. That is also one of our jobs, to speak out when you see all these MAGAs saying, I mean, they're just so dumb, Like, America is not better than it was last year, and it's only going to get worse. We didn't have the National Guard, private, a political police force. We didn't have trade cut off from all the world. We weren't starting fights with allies. I mean, there's just basic shit, And these people are so loud, because they're confidently stupid. And when you're confidently stupid, I mean, I've had confidently stupid people here all the time. And this is the other thing I hear about open borders. Bro, I've crossed both borders in America. I lived on one of the borders. We've never had a fucking open border. You're a moron. I'm so tired of that. I'm so tired of these people in the middle of the country complaining about open borders. Have you ever, go look up San Ysidro border traffic. There is no open border. You know where there is an open border? I'll tell you this. If you want to go into Mexico from San Ysidro, or I think it's San Ysidro, there's just a big turnstile gate. You just walk right the fuck in. That's an open border. Just like if you're going into Canada, they will yank you out of the car. Or if you're coming back here. I mean, there's just no open border. And this is what I mean. It's like people who have never lived life outside their small town think they remind me of Joe Rogan, Polio Rogan, because he's so dumb. He sees stuff on the internet that's clearly marked parody, and he thinks it's real life, and he gets scared. Oh, this is what, because he lives in a bubble. And that's what I'm done doing. I've lived across this fucking country. I've visited different continent or whatever, different countries. I've seen and met a ton of people, and I'm fucking tired of hearing people who've stayed in the same goddamn town their entire life tell me they saw something on the news or heard something and that's how it is. I'm like, I've crossed that fucking border, and trust me, when I was coming back into America, it would have been awesome if it was open. It would have been awesome, but it's not. It hasn't been. And it never was, and it never fucking will be. And we're tired of hearing you say that. What I'd like you to focus on is the shitty jobs Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos provide to Americans, so shitty that the Walmart heirs are the biggest welfare queens. Their employees have to have government welfare because they don't pay. Meanwhile, they have fucking yachts and they did nothing. They were just born rich. And you don't complain about that at all. And that would do so much better for our country than if fucking, I don't know, the not open borders weren't not open. Like, you're just moron. And this is what I mean. You know, this is what I'm talking about. These people are so confidently stupid that part of our job is to fucking say, no, we understand Tim Pool and Joe Rogan, who live in bubbles in the center of the country, Austin, fucking West Virginia, whatever, saw something and told you that it was true, but you're dumb. You're dumb. And we have to start telling people they're dumb, because the ironicness of these people hating everyone gets a trophy is they never want to be wrong. And they think, well, I saw it, I felt it, so it can't be. And it's like, no, you're dumb. So, Jamie, I hope that answers your question. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm Rob, and we're going to get this shit done. Like I said, man, I know MAGA really thinks, like, because when they say shit, they mean it selfishly, but this applies to everybody. Red or blue, take your fucking hat off. This is for we the people. We the people, the 99%. We are going to make this happen for the people. No more considering calling Uber instead of an ambulance. No fucking more. You will have free healthcare, and that free is actually paid for by billionaires' taxes. They've had it easy for too long. Most of them were born into wealth and then convinced you that they worked really hard. No one can earn $1 billion. Hate to break it to you. Hate to be the one. But we're going to make this fucking country work for the working people. All right? That's what we're going to do. And I'm sick of you freaking pedo pan supporters, you Epstein supporting chodes, you absolute obedient in advance simps, thinking that your loudness, your confidence is intelligence. It's not. Just like wealth isn't intelligence. Just look at Donald Trump. Guys fucking hit with the stupid stick all the way down that tree. But you guys, for the rest of us, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Much love, be kind, and love your neighbor unselfishly. Do as Jesus did. Even if you don't think he's God. He's God to me. But still, he lived a radical life. So you can't go wrong treating people like Jesus did, you know? I still can't walk on water.